Luigi finds that his own shadow, King Boo, is actually Bowser's head, as if wearing a mask. If he fails, he realizes that another expression of this is his own imprisonment inside of the stone head of Bowser, again as if Bowser were Luigi's own ugly mask, his anger acting as a prison mask. On the box art of Dream Team and Inside Story, we see a similar superimposition of Luigi's unconscious urges and Bowser. Dream Team shows Luigi dreaming of an infinite number of bodies, an eternal extension of his physical self, thus overcoming death. On Inside Story, the same bubble where his dream was is now burst by Bowser's giant head, waking him up. These games parallel each other in curious ways, as for example the special moves. Inside Story deals with the theme of eating at some level. Luigi can overeat until his body is gigantic, losing control and needing Mario's guidance to be rolled around. Dream Team features a similar attack in which a giant ball of Luigi's is also controlled by Mario. In both cases, Luigi is trying to enlarge his being, extend its boundaries far and wide. He even becomes a giant, driven by Mario again. In all these cases, he needs Mario's control precisely because he is greedily desiring too much. It could be taken from a variety of angles, but at one level it seems like Luigi is trying to keep on living without facing his fears. However, this extends his boundaries to such an extent that he, ironically, needs Mario to guide him, despite his original intent being to grow larger than Mario, and thus overcome Mario and become his own self. Luigi, as I said, dreams of infinite selves, infinite Luigis, in the same space as he had dreamt of Bowser, which is the left ear, his left ear, therefore his right brain. Now, both Mario and Luigi enter Bowser, and therefore enter the dreams. They enter Bowser and they enter the dream world in these two games, as if the dream world and Bowser were the same place. Like a mecha robot, Bowser is the body, and Mario and Luigi are kind of controlling Bowser from the inside. And as I said before, Dream Team deals with robot bosses a lot also. In many of these games, an older professor acts as an expert on topics of technology, etc. Professor Egad helps both Mario and Luigi with strange inventions. Dr. Iowa Stein in Wario Land 4 is a robotic scientist hanging around Wario. And Wario also has Dr. Krygor. Then Cranky Kong in Donkey Kong 64 also takes the role of the scientist. In these cases, we see the older character being more in touch with technology than the younger character, which is usually historically a paradox. It feels like something is being said about not only experience, but also old age and death, as if experience with technology is here a metaphor of old age acquiring experience of how the physical world feels. Luigi dreams of more of himself, fatter, bigger. The bigger and more out of control, someone else has to control you. Mario and Luigi have to control Bowser when they enter Bowser, and Mario has to control Luigi when Luigi is too big. And therefore, in this sort of equation, Luigi dreams of more of himself, but more of himself equals Bowser. An overgrown ego is this tyrant, dominator, king figure.